I'd like to welcome everybody here to the ribbon cutting for the Monon Trail pedestrian bridge, which is going to connect Hammond and Munster. This is a prefabricated center bridge section. It's a creative use of an original trestle that was built in 1909. Salvage it for future use. I'm very happy to be part of this project, and I really enjoyed working with the engineering firm, Nice Engineering, who's located here in Hammond. I think the project's really gone great. So now I'd like to introduce Mayor Thomas M. McDermott Jr. Tom?
Thank you. Thanks, Dan. Thank you, everybody. I want to thank a lot of people for helping make this day a reality. I think it's neat when you build a bridge between two communities. And I remember when we did the RDA project of the bridge over New York Avenue that linked Hammond and Whiting together, we talked about how dysfunctional government is sometimes, and in particular, Lake County gets a lot of criticism, and I think it's neat when communities work together and create linkages like Munster and Hammond did today. But it's also, without the help of the Little Calumet River Basin Authority, this would not have happened either. So not only did it take Munster Town Council, Hammond Mayor, and Hammond City Council, but it also took the Little Cal River Basin Authority to come together to make something that just makes sense. You know, it gives Munster residents more options, more bypass options. I mean, once you get into Hammond now, the brand new Monon, the bike trail that we opened, I believe 2 years ago now, gets you up to 165th. We just recently opened up a bike trail bridge that gets you over 165th, literally into downtown Hammond without very many stops at all. The Erie Lackawanna also had a new bike trail bridge open over at 167th and Columbia, which gets you over two intersections. We're trying to make it so that, not only are we connecting up our bike trails and connecting our bike trails to other communities and giving us more options. I mean, we have options as Hammond residents now to get into the Munster, beautiful Munster bike trail system. We could connect up to the Lansing system from over here. We have a lot of options as well. So, I'm a cyclist, but this isn't just about the cyclists. This is about people that jog. This is about, the handicapped that have trouble getting around anyway. This is about kids. It makes it easier for them to get to school. These linkages that we're linking up right now are improving the quality of life in Northwest Indiana. And I would be remiss if I did not mention Mitch Barloga and NERPC also, who's been instrumental in helping us, helping Munster, towns like Munster, cities like Hammond, link up these bike trails throughout Northwest Indiana. And I know he's very proud today as well. So, like I said, without NERPC's role, without Munster, Little Calumet River Basin Authority working with the city of Hammond, this would not have happened. So thank you to everybody that's involved. I appreciate it very much.
From the town of Munster, Mr. Clay Johnson, Joe Simonetta, and Dave Nellens. Would any of you gentlemen like to make a comment?
We're going to do this together. It's a great day, and we'd like to echo the comments of Mayor McDermott.
This is Councilman Simonetto. I'm Councilman David Nellens. And it started off in my tour of duty as council president when I signed the agreement to enter into the agreement with Hammond to put this in, and then we negotiated with the Little Calumet River Commission to join us as a three-way deal. And Councilman Simonetto, when he was president, had the opportunity to sign additional paperwork for this. Right. And our present town council president, John Reed, gets the opportunity to sign the bill and the payment. So, it's been a joint venture, and we have former Councilman Russ Snyder here, who started all this bike walking and bike trails and walking in town and getting all that set up. So it's been a long-term venture for the town of Munster, and it's great to partner with the city of Hammond.
You bet. And we want to thank everyone that came out today for this dedication. It's a great day, and it's a great example of cooperation between communities. And we hope to continue that in the years going forward with everything we do with Hammond and Munster. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you.
One of the interesting things about this project was that originally we were going to take this bridge structure out so that we could improve flow in the river as part of a flood control project in working with the Little Calumet River Basin Commission. So we took out the three center columns and then retrofitted it so that we could utilize it as a pedestrian bridge, and the Basin Commission helped us fund the project. So I'd like to now welcome Mr. Tom Wiklinski from the Basin Commission to make some comments about the project.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tom Wiklinski, as he said, and I'm the Vice Chairman of the Little Calumet River Basin Commission. And on behalf of the commission and the executive director, I want to thank everyone that was involved in this project. Mayor Hammond, council people from Munster. The commission is committed to moving forward while meeting federal guidelines for the flood control project, and it's imperative we do everything possible to limit the possibility of ever seeing the 2008 event ever happening again. This included partnering on projects that are helpful in its mission, raising the Columbia Avenue Bridge, and now removing one of the major pinch points in the system. The piers that were below us previously, we would clean constantly, and now those are gone. The blockages catching debris flowing down the river would impede the river's flow and create backups and possible floods. So hopefully that's been mitigated and the residents are protected. This project, removing the piers, completes another connection point of the rails to trail system, which is an important part of the Little Calumet River Basin's commissions. The commission is proud to be part of the demonstration that's possible for the different entities of government who can come together for the benefit of all the residents of Lake County. And this is a perfect project to point to that. The Little Calumet River Basin Commission will continue to partner on projects that meet primarily focused to protect the residents from potential flooding, and it can also improve the recreational aspect of the system as well. It's truly a win-win situation. Again, I would congratulate everyone involved and insisted with construction of this pedestrian bridge. Thank you.
Nice Engineering was the engineering design firm for this project, and they also supervised construction. They were able to bring the project in on budget, on time, which is a rare occurrence anymore. And I'd like to have Chris Moore and Howard Jones come up here and say a few words.
Where's the shy Englishman?
Howard's hiding in the back. He doesn't really want to come up. He's not the pretty one, so they brought me up. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank the City of Hammond and Mayor McDermott and Stan Dostotny for giving us an opportunity to do projects like this. I've been with Nice for about 2.5 years now, and as soon as I came on board, they gave us an opportunity to start doing bike trails. We did the from here north to near St. Margaret's Hospital to actually Douglas Street. It's a 3-mile stretch of the Monon Bike Trail, and then this was considered to be phase 2. And working with the city on that, trying to figure out the best game plan to get the bridge over the river with an economical sense as well. The original plan, which I heartfully admit that it was my idea, was to go over a little bit further to the west, crossing over there, which would be a shorter span of the bridge, because we wanted to do a single span all the way across the river, and from end to end on this one, it's approximately 250 feet long. And one of the game plans that we needed to do on here, working with Little Calumet River Basin, was to get rid of the piers that were in the water. And I've got some photos of the way it was, of the water almost up to the bridge itself, because of the impedance that the logs and trees and everything getting caught on the piers would cause the blockages. And they were in here on a monthly basis, it seemed like, to clean the debris out. So working with some of the other people in the communities, we decided to actually do a free span bridge across the middle section, and then the two ends are, I think one's 40 and one's 50 feet long, are what I consider to be hand fabricated bridges. And those sections were actually built on top of the existing railroad trestle. There's 3-foot steel girders underneath there, with the railroad ties are still underneath there. And we're able to utilize that as part of the existing, or part of the bridge that we have now, and everything tied in really good. Superior Construction was the general contractor on the job. They did a great job working with me and trying to get everything to come together. You can see on the ends on both the Hammond and Munster side that we actually took pieces of the existing limestone piers out and stacked them up on the ends as kind of a monument to what was originally here. So again, I'd like to thank the City of Hammond and the town of Munster for giving me the opportunity to do bike trail, and I look forward to doing some more. So thank you very much.
You know, there's a person missing from this list, from Superior Construction. I don't know how we did this and missed him. Would you like to step up and say a few words?
Good to see you again.
How you doing? You bet.
Hi, Chief. Mayor?
I just want to say a couple more words that you already have heard some of them already. I kind of go back to an older time, I guess, when we look at meat and potatoes, we look at drawings on old bridges and stuff like that, and just marvel at them. This bridge here, as you know, Stan made some comments about the original bridge. It was born across the river here in 1905. And when I came and first got involved with the job with Superior, I looked at those four outstanding piers in the center. And I thought, God, can we please keep these somehow anyway? And the answer, of course, was what I expected, no. So I knew that was part of the flood improvement program, and that was good. We participated the best we could, the best know-how we could, we brought to the table here. But most people would know that these river bridges were taking a little different approach by having a monster crane sitting on one side, doing your demolition, and then coming in and setting your bridge across in one piece. Well, we kind of set the bridge across in one piece, didn't we, Chris?
Yes.
It was just a little bit different, but we decided, because this bridge has carried muscle and mountains of weight over the last 100-some years, when it was still a railroad track running through it. 309 tons, I think, was the weight of locomotives and equipment going across. We decided to launch this light gauge, if I will call it, single span bridge that was manufactured in Minnesota across the back of that bridge. And it worked out as well as we could expect. And we managed to do the unconstruct of the old bridge, and people were turning their backs. They said, Jim, you're crazy. You guys can't do it that way. I said, well, we're going to see if we can't do it that way. And we did. It did work out that way. So I'm thankful that we're here. I'm glad that the bridge is in good order, and appreciate the opportunity to have worked with the city and with the town of Munster as well, working to try to put this thing together and make a safe landing and a safe means of access and egress for folks from Munster and both in Hammond as well. So thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Good project. Great work.
As always.
Sure, thanks.
So I'd like to thank Mr. Jim Doppler from Superior Construction. Now I think we're ready to cut the ribbon.
Look at this. You gotta get everybody in there. Man, you gotta get in there too.
You hold that,
I'm in the
Joe.
background. I'm Paul.
Hold that ball up.
Don't see me over.
Can everybody look at me for a second, please?
Again, like I said earlier, thank you to everybody involved to help make this a reality. It's a win-win for Hammond and for Munster. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Hold on. Be careful.
Thank you. Mayor, thank you. Good project. Thank you. All right. Yeah.
My life's fast.